Hi, welcome to This Week in Ames. I'm Susan Guiasta. On today's show, we check in with the Public Art Commission. My guest today is Heather Johnson, a member of the Public Art Commission, but also the Executive Director of the Octagon Center for the Arts. Heather, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Well, you're always a busy person. It's always great to have you. Explain to me a little bit about the Public Art Commission.
Absolutely. The Public Arts Commission is a great local entity that was started by the City Council and the Mayor back in 1990, and it was a way to help promote arts in Ames as well as sculpture artists, and it's a great way to feature artwork all around town and just promote the cultural awareness.
So you were appointed by the mayor to serve on this commission. I understand there are a couple of vacancies right now.
Absolutely. It's a very easy process. You just go online, the City of Ames website, and you can fill out a form with just a few questions, and it is reviewed by the mayor. But it's a fantastic way to serve the community, especially if you're interested in the arts. You do not have to be an artist by any means, but just an interest.
So public art, obviously with the focus on the public art, the city has really an extensive collection of public art. I don't really know that people understand how much public art there is. And it's more than just outside art, although we will talk about that later. But talk a little bit about the City of Ames art collection. Yeah,
a lot of people don't realize that it is extensive. There's actually over 200 pieces in the collection. If you're walking around City Hall, you might see some displayed along the hallways. So a lot of those are actually pieces that are part of the collection. So it's 2D as well as 3D as well.
And a lot of local artists, although that's not the only part of the collection, but there seems to be sort of a focus on local or regional artists.
Yeah, Iowa has a lot of talented artists, as well as part of the collection also features national artists as well, but we definitely want to highlight the local talent right here.
So one of my favorite exhibits every year, because it's a rotating exhibit, is the Ames Annual Outdoor Sculptural exhibit.
They changed the name. It's a little longer.
And now what's the acronym is?
AOS.
Okay.
Yes, it used to be called, Art Around the Corner, but it's a little more descriptive title. And the nice thing is, as you mentioned, it is rotating. So there's fresh pieces every year that are on display.
And those display pieces are down on Main Street. There's always a brochure that explains them. Tell me a little bit about the process. I think there's 5 pieces right now.
Correct. It's a jury process. So anyone from the nation is welcome to submit sculpture designs through the jury. And there is a panel of 3 jurors that review all of the applications. And we look at safety issues, kind of design, and there's a lot that takes into place, but this last year we had a great percentage, almost a 50% increase in entries from around the nation. So it's a great way for people who are sculptors to get their name out and have their work on display.
Now the work is not purchased, it's basically on loan. Correct, and
Correct.
You can walk down sort of the downtown. I guess they're not just in Main Street, because there is a lovely piece right now across the street from City Hall.
Exactly. We have different pads that are on display, mostly, as you said, in Main Street, and there are a few that are a block away, but it's definitely in walking distance, a great way to pick up a flyer, or even on the website. You can see where they're located and just enjoy the artwork before it comes down here in the next spring.
So the interesting piece of the outdoor art exhibit is that you look at it, and for Ames residents, if you see a piece you like, there's an opportunity there.
Absolutely. There's actually a neighborhood program where if someone is interested, there are certain funds that the city has set aside that a neighborhood can get together, just fill out an easy one-sheet form. It's online. The deadline's in December, and if you'd like a piece in your neighborhood or part of your park, it's no cost at all to the neighborhood, and we welcome the residents to apply for it, and they could take home one of these and have it on display in their neighborhood or cul-de-sac.
Yeah, so kind of an interesting idea. We were talking before the show about the Industrial Revolution piece, a round kind of spherical sculpture down on Main Street. If you noticed a piece of public property in a park or cul-de-sac or in your neighborhood where you think that piece would really look nice, You just download the application and send it in, and maybe you'll see it in your neighborhood.
You might, and as you mentioned, it does have to be in a public place, so it can't be a private yard or backyard, but it's a great way to just kind of liven up the neighborhood and give it a little extra visual excitement.
So one of the more popular pieces from last year's exhibit was, I'm going to have the wrong name, but it's the fish.
Yes.
And
Walker.
Walker,
Yes.
and that piece ended up at the entryway to Stonebrook subdivision. Really a really nice entryway feature. As you go into that subdivision, you see that fish right out there. Lovely piece of art, well positioned near Ada Hayden Park.
It's a great addition to the neighborhood, and I think Ames is very fortunate to have such a commission that promotes art, and it really takes the neighborhoods, and it really, visitors from out of state really comment on the artwork that they see all around town. So I think Ames residents should be very proud of that program.
And these sculptures, obviously, they're outside. They're made to stay outside. The artists are basically suggesting them as outdoor pieces, right?
Correct.
So, and then the maintenance of the art, again, that's up to the city. The neighbor doesn't have to.
No, yeah. If they see any damage or anything that's of concern, they can call the city. But a lot of these are selected based on the longevity that they hopefully will have over the years.
Okay, so we have 5 new pieces in
Yes.
the 2014 exhibit, and if residents are interested in those, they can apply online. Those applications due by December 15th for the neighborhood sculpture program.
Exactly.
Another big event coming up is something people look forward to every year: the Octagon Arts Festival, the big Main Street festival.
Exactly. This will be the 44th annual festival. It takes place on Sunday, September 28th, downtown Ames from 10 to 5. It's a free event. The Public Arts Commission will also have a booth there next to the info booth right near Kellogg and Main. So if you want more information on how to apply for this neighborhood program, stop on by. We'll have commissioners there to answer questions. A new thing this year too is there are 2 dragon sculptures that artist Dave Johnson has part of the collection, and so we're inviting kids and families to offer up naming opportunities. So that should be a really fun activity.
So
as
anybody
well.
who's been to City Hall and has entered through the community center has probably seen the yellow dragon.
Yes.
Right out there by the entryway, and I understand the yellow dragon has a little friend now.
Yes, there's also a purple dragon, and rather than just calling them by their colors, we'd love to give them actual names. So this is going to be a fun little contest going on.
So name the dragons. Also, while you're there, not only check out the exhibitors, but check out the art on Main Street, our public art as well.
And we're really fortunate that one of the sculptors will be in our festival, James Bearden from Des Moines, and his piece is at the corner of Douglas and Main, and we'd love for you to come down, see his piece there on display, and talk to him about his process as well.
Okay, the hours for that festival again?
10 to 5, and it is free for the public to attend.
All right, and so that is Sunday, September 28th.
Correct.
We'll want to be down on Main Street. Always a hugely popular event. Goes all day. Hopefully you'll have great weather. I know you've been pretty lucky.
We've been very lucky so far.
Yeah, that's great. Again, Heather, you talked about vacancies on the Public Art Commission. When does that commission meet?
It meets once a month, the first Wednesday of the month at noon, and it usually is about an hour to hour and a half. So it's very important if someone is interested in serving on this commission that they have that time slot available. Of course,
And they meet here at City Hall.
they meet at City Hall, and it's just a great way to work on different projects around the city with art, education in the schools, different projects coming up. So it's just a great way to serve if you have any interest in the arts.
And one last thing, I know you had a role in it. We just have to, I cannot not mention the Psy statues all around the community. You were an artist on 2 of them.
I was fortunate to, paint 2 of the Psys, which was a really great, fantastic project for Ames.
And I know the Public Art Commission did play a role in helping that group get those projects, get that project moving forward. Another example of how the commission works with outside groups.
Yeah, it was a big project with the university, and that's one of the big ways that the commission can help out with numerous sectors in the city. We're just a great facet to kind of, streamline these other great opportunities for artists and the public and residents.
Well, Heather, I know you're busy. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah, if you'd like more information about the Public Art Commission, remember you can get that information on our website, cityofames.org/PAC. That'll get you right to their homepage, and you can get more information both about the Outdoor Art Sculpture Program and the Neighborhood Art Sculpture Program. You can learn about those on the website. Also, if you want any information about any City of Ames boards or commissions, that information is also on our website. Go to cityofames.org and look under City Clerk. Well, that's our show for today. Thanks for watching, and tune in next week for This Week in Ames.